All right, we are back December 31st, 2025. Today we're in Polk County, Central Florida. We're going to do some exploration, some roadside attractions, and some food, okay? So we're going to be visiting first Taqueria El Chinito. Taqueria El Chinito, basically translated into English, is a taco place that's small. So let's get some tacos. It is New Year's Eve, one of my favorite holidays. Like, subscribe, and let's roll. All right, here we are, Taqueria El Chinito. Really good prices, man. It's really just on the corner of a street here in Polk County, and take a look at the menu here. You got your Mexican sodas and your American sodas, and then of course we got tacos, burritos, flautas, chimichangas, sopa, gordita, tostadas, torta. Yep, I know, I'm not from Mexico, but I can pronounce them. Let's see what we got. So if you're here at Taqueria El Chinito and by any chance you need a U-Haul truck, just come on down, grab yourself a U-Haul truck. Again, guys, Polk County has a pretty big Mexican community, a bunch of different taco spots, but this one was pretty highly rated, so I'm looking forward to trying these tacos and give you my rating. Authentic Mexican food, Taqueria El Chinito. Alright, this is how your order comes in a bag. Put some foil in it and my Sprite. Alright, there it is. Get you a better shot. This looks pretty good, to be honest with you. It's been pretty busy too. It's cold out here, guys. Let me get a couple bites and I'll let you know what I think. Alright, here it is. See if you can see that. Focus on there for you. Shot in there. Wow. Wow, that is very good. Warm. Wow. Fresh tortilla. I feel like I'm in Mexico City right now. All right, let's give it a rating. Warm, fresh produce, fresh cilantro, fresh onions. The meat's pretty solid, moist. I feel I got 3 of those for $7. Can't beat that. Not overly salty, which is nice. So I'm gonna go 8 out of 10. Really solid, really good. Okay, so we drove down to Bartow. Bartow is still in Polk County. We're gonna try to get a look at the new Polk County County Jail. This is the history center of Polk County. It's kind of got like a history center / museum. So I don't think they're open today, but they have a really nice like little town here that I want to check out. So we're gonna do that. Let's see what they got around here. See if we can try some food or just see what they got around here. Historical Museum, Historical and Genealogical Library, established 1937. It's beautiful. I'd love to come visit this when it's open. Let's see. I don't think they're open, but I'll go try the door. Look at that. Beautiful. Old Polk County Courthouse. So this was a courthouse prior to being a museum and library. Polk County was established in February 8th, 1861, formed from eastern Hillsborough County and western Brevard County, and comprised one of two counties created after the state's secession from the Union. Polk County was named after James Knox Polk, the 11th president of the United States. Polk served from 1845 to 1849 and was the first president to hold office after Florida achieved statehood. Interesting. Well, looks like it might be open. All right, we're in luck. It's open. This actually used to be a courthouse. It was the first courthouse ever in Polk County. Gail, very nice lady. She helped me out. We're gonna explore a little bit in here. She gave me an exhibition guide. Nice part too, it's free, so that's good. Let's check it out and let's see if we can get something cool. I think I'm the only person on New Year's Eve that's doing this, but I wanted to get out the house and do something. Look at this. Oh, look at this. The history of law enforcement. History of law enforcement in Polk County. Look at that. They definitely have law enforcement in Polk County. Look at this right here. Grady Judd. The Polk County Sheriff Office created a collectible bobblehead of longtime Sheriff Grady Judd. Very cool. There it is. Look at this. The Tigers, the Detroit Tigers. 8th Charter Franchise Foundation is one. They're the oldest continuous one name, one city in the American League. Oh, Lakeland, Florida was the home of Detroit Tigers spring training. 5 seasons. In 1934 marked the first season of the Detroit Tigers in Lakeland. Later that year, the Tigers won the first American League pennant since 1909. That's cool. And they are Detroit Tigers. So here's it's funny, I'm literally I'm the only person doing this right now. But you know. All right. We're in Bartow. So that's like right here. There it is, Bartow. And all the different little areas of Polk County. Polk City. Oh, I see. If you don't know, Publix, the big grocery store, is headquartered in Polk County and Lakeland. So that's cool. Some of the old style uniforms. All right. Look at those old style fridges. Very cool. Coca-Cola has some history here too in Polk County. Love some Coca-Cola history. If you come over here, if you read right center of the screen, it says early Polk County bottling plants. Cities with Coca-Cola bottling plants included Bartow, Bradley Junction, Fort Meade, Lakeland. Oh, a bunch of them were bottled here, but this is what I'll read. This is pretty cool. History of Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola began in 1886 when the curiosity of an Atlanta pharmacist, Dr. John S. Pemberton, led him to create a distinctive tasting soft drink that could be sold at soda fountains. Very, very interesting. So this old, oh man, this is right here, a man cave. Super cool item I would want to these old school Coca-Cola refrigerators. Sweet. Making our way in here and look at this flag. Wow. This is a piece of history. Let's see what it is. Got a cool little video here. You can sit here, watch this video. Let's see what this flag says. The United States flag featuring 34 stars representing the addition of Kansas as the 34th state admitted to the Union, January 29, 1861. This flag flew during the Civil War from 1861 until 1863, when West Virginia broke from Virginia and was declared her own state. Although several variations of the 34-star flag were made, this design with concentric circle of stars attenuated by 4 corner stars would prove one of the most popular. Crazy. This is a Civil War era flag. Wow, look at that. Incredible piece of history. Even the seats. Look at that. Even the seats are from the Civil War. Right. We're now in the second floor of the rotunda, and you look up, all the way up there. Yep. You come over here. Oh, it's decorated beautifully. Look at all those decorations. Okay, we are definitely in the war history section of the Polk County Courthouse Museum. We got American Civil War stuff. We got Seminole Wars from 1816 to 1858. Look. Wow. Confederate flag. I think that's a Confederate flag. We got some old style rifles and different artifacts. Okay, we're now in the Indian room, and one thing that, in the Native American room, excuse me, that we came across is this canoe. Look at this. This is a real Native American canoe that was found, I'm reading here, in the lakes of Polk County. Radiocarbon tests were used to establish its date. It's made from one pine log hollowed out by controlled fires and the charred wood removed with an axe or a dazed stone tool. This is crazy, man. Look how 17 feet long. It's a freaking canoe. This is how it properly looked right here. Very cool. Some more images and art from the Native American history here at Polk County. These are revolvers from the American Civil War, 1861 to 65. The one on the right, Savage Navy revolver used by cavalry, infantry, and Navy during the Civil War. The one up top, Star Single Action 1863 Army revolver, was manufactured from 63 to 65 by the Star Arms Company in New York City. The 44 caliber 6-shot pistol was the third most popular handgun bought by the federal government. In all probability, Star revolvers were used in service during the Civil War on both the Union and Confederate sides. There we go. Here are some of the helmets and hats during World War II. We have a United States Navy officer's hat on the left. Helmet. Oh wow. Luftschutz. Gladiator style helmet. That was the German side. And then we have a United States Army hat. Wow, look at that newspaper in the back. Tampa Bay Morning Tribune. Germany surrenders. Today will be VE Day. All right. right? This is the old courthouse. The high ceilings, completely hollowed out. This must have seen some pretty epic cases tried in here. Wow, look at this. Now we're going into an old courthouse. Look at that. Wow. Whoa. Come around here. See if I can zoom out a little bit here. Look at that, man. Go up here. People would probably sit here and watch the cases. Look at this. That's cool. Jury sits over there, center screen. Look at that. The Florida legislature has created 5 districts for the courts of appeal. According to the image, what district is Polk County 2nd District? Right here. Right there. That's Polk County. Here are the different levels of courts. Of course, at the bottom we have county courts. Then you can take it up to the circuit court. Then you can go to the district court of appeals. And then you can go finally to the Florida Supreme Court. If that don't work, then you go to the Supreme Court, the federal government. Here we have 2 judges during the 19th century, so the 1800s. They were probably judges, I would say, I don't know, just right after Civil War era time. They looked like they didn't mess around, that's for sure. Here's another shot of the courtroom. Look at that. Going here, there's a library in here. Historical and genealogical library. Come in here and read and study and do what you gotta do. All right, well, that was a pleasant surprise. I had a good time in there. Always love anything that has to do with history. It's pretty incredible how every city and every county has something to do with all the major wars and major points and period and the major times in history, how every county has people that were involved with that. But my favorite part of the museum was probably the courthouse. It's just an old school, turn of the century, turn from the 19th to the 20th century style courthouse. So that was really cool. Okay, so here's just for a little quick detail here. Here's the old courthouse that's now a museum and library, right? But there is the new courthouse. And you don't ever want to be in there, that's for sure. All right, so now we're gonna try to find some dessert, maybe an ice cream place, I don't know, something to take back from Melissa and the kids. And let's do it. Will you look at that? Havana Delights Cafe, authentic Cuban food. Here's a look inside. They're actually closed. It's New Year's Eve, but I would have liked to. It does look like a Miami cafe, that's for sure. An outdoor seating area. Right now, it's obviously empty. It's New Year's Eve, but I'm sure tomorrow will be busy. These kinds of towns, they get busy after holidays, like days after, or there's no school or anything like that. They will get busy. What do we got here? 2 crazy nuts. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for today. Had a good time. We had some tacos. Got to go see this cool courthouse museum. And for my 96 subscribers, Happy New Year. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. And let's make 2026 count.